Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 plays, playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I did my rank ups and my mythic stuff offline. For my mythic path, it forced me into taking legendary. I didn't have a choice. So I don't know what this all means. So, I guess I automatically could bypass reduction damage. Heavenly Light heals allies for 4d6. Or damage the bad guys. I don't really understand how the whole mythical thing works. I did see this, and this lets my companion, my horse will now be skipping damage reductions too, except unless they have a hyphen behind them. So that seemed like a good idea. With Darian, I took Boundless Healing because he gets all those free healing spells, so he'll be a much better healer. For Ember, I chose to make her my fire starter. I took Ascendant Element Fighter, so she's her fire cannot be prevented or reduced by energy resistance or energy immunities. So any damage you deal with the chosen energy type. So her throwing fire around is going to be very, very nasty. For Ninio, I took Abundant Casting, which lets her have lots and lots of spells. As you can see, she can have. She has 7 third-level spells, 8 second, and 9 first. So that seemed like a good idea, just to have her have a ton of spells. I did the same thing with Wojo here. So he has 8 firsts. As his rogue, he has 6 seconds of his rogue. And in his alchemist, he has 7 first level spells right now. And he'll get, next level up, he'll get some second level spells, and he'll get a whole bunch of those too, to be able to use his to catch. Lan, we just went. I kept everybody in their lanes. I didn't didn't mix any new levels in. I just took them all up a level. For Ember, I put her back on the path of the Witch. For him, Cleaving Shot seemed like the thing to take for the Archer. If he does critical damage with his ranged weapon, or reduces the target to 0 hit points, he does his weapon damage to all other enemies in 10-foot radius, so he can chip some other people around him. That seemed like a good thing to do. Celia, this just sounded like so much fun. If your melee attack misses the target, she deals 2d6 plus 1d6 for 2 mythic ranks sonic damage to all enemies in 10-foot radius. So even if she misses, she's going to do some damage to people. And then Amelia, I took Abundant Casting with her again so that she has ridiculous numbers of spells at 3rd level, 2nd level, and 1st level. So that was my Mythic Path choices. For myself, I think I showed you that I took the Mythical Beast to make my horse better. Kicker doesn't get Mythical Paths. He's not allowed to have any Mythical Paths, which I find sad. I want my horse to be Mythic too. But he is up to 57 hit points, so. And we do have, I finally found some armor for him, so he actually has an armor class of 26 right now total. With his dexterity bonus and his animal companion level bonus. And one for the mythical beast. And his base was 10 plus this 3. And then he gets all these bonuses. Plus 3 for the dex, plus 3 animal companion, and plus 1 mythical. So, yeah, this was. Also, this leather makes him speed 10 feet faster, and 1 additional attack of opportunity. He still only gets bite, so I don't know that he's ever going to get. I don't know if I'll ever be able to take the multi-attack choice for like some of the other horses get, where they can use their hooves instead of bite. But I figure, what the heck? He does 10 to 15 damage, and it's not damage reduction anymore. So, okay, so that's a quick overview of what I did for upgrades. Everybody else just went down their classes. Became 6th level. She is a 6th level total, but only a 5th level witch, so she's one behind on her witch things. She's a 6th level. He's a 2nd level alchemist. Wish there was a way I could put this on top, but they don't let me switch positions there. And Lan is just gonna go straight down this path all the way. I gave him improved precise shot, and I also gave him sudden speed for his key power. She didn't pick up any new powers. Celia picked up another mercy. I took fatigued, and that was about it there. Ember picked up a spell, I think. Darian picked up some spells. What did I take? Oh, I was trying to figure out, I can't take penetrating strike. So I went ahead and took combat reflexes, so since I charge into Banis all the time, into combat all the time, and I'm in the middle of the enemies and they try to run by me, this gives me extra shots at them as they go by. So that seemed to be like a good thing to do. Okay. So we have to wander around camp here, so this is going to be kind of a boring thing. I've got to run around and talk to all these places. Lots of bags around here too, so what's this? What's this? That's Tiravid's tent. There's somebody here I'm supposed to talk to? Okay, so this is the Eagle. Okay, so I've examined their camp. There's Ember and Irabeth, Eagle Watch Crusader. Nothing really here. I seem to be able to loot my own campsite. So I was gonna do that. For some reason they let me loot, so I get to pick up all sorts of stuff. Where else do I need to go? I think I need to go up to this one. There's stuff to loot, so I'm gonna go ahead and loot. Oh, cure light wounds. Did I get to this one now? Canaverous Knights, so there's down here. Oh, what's this? There's a chapel tent. There's a bag right in front of it. I guess I should go into these things. Chapel tent. Wait for my horse to catch up. Okay. Most pious crusaders will come here to say their prayers in the final battles upon us. I've seen it happen in my previous campaigns. And this was Torag, Saren Ray, Aristal, Desna.
Beautiful.
And Sanctified to protect the area around it from corruption of the abyss. So this is a safe place to rest in this camp, I guess. Okay, good to know. Because I have to get all those people's spells back before we go out on the road. And I have to sell a bunch of stuff. Alright, where am I at here? there's a bag back here. I'm just collecting all this stuff because I'm just going to sell it. What's this? Field medic.
Let's see what we can do.
So this is... Camelia's in here. What's Camelia in here for? Should I talk to her? Well, I'll talk to him. I think he's going to be the same as before. Would you like to help? Let me know. I definitely would not. Camelia. Beautiful day, isn't it? Okay. There was something... There was something over here. Isn't there? There's something over here for me to take?
Here we go.
There it is. Confessions of a heretic. Okay. Sign it. Been into the chapel tent. Here. This is the recruitment encampment. Passing around afoot. That's alright, we'll bring them up to speed. Guarded by the fire, there are 2 goblins about to snatch it, and 3 more are digging through my tent. Nice. And I'm sat in the bushes, wearing just my mail shirt, wondering what the blast to do. An old mercenary taught me about the mail shirt. You can't sleep in armor, but it's not so bad in mail. Once you get used to it. Too bad no one told me not to go into the bushes without my sword. So what did you do? I barked like crazy. Goblins are afraid of dogs, you know. So they all went wild and started running around. I spot my sword, and they spot me, so I jump over the fire wearing nothing but my mail shirt. I grab my sword and I yell my big, tough voice, "Oh, inheritor got me the power to crush the torches." My sword shining, the goblins are screaming. I jump to attack them and they fight back, but I fought them off somehow. But ever since then, I never took a step without my weapon. Hey, stop gulping. Leave some for us. Only just set off and you're already drinking? And with the queen in the camp? Stop this at once. It's quickly snapped her attention. Celia raises the flask and says loudly, "Right you are, Commander Turbot. We are but drinking to the queen's health." Should I go chaotic? Should I just... I guess. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Is there any... There's loot here. Yeah, show me some respect. I'm looting. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Should I come over to this one? Oh, loot here. Just collecting all this, and hopefully I'm going to find somebody to sell it to. I don't think I'm finding anything of any real value here. It's not like I'm finding magic weapons or something lying around. Oh, I missed one. I think there's a blacksmith over here somewhere. Do I have to go talk to? What's my turns? I've got to talk to the army quartermaster. Maybe he's by this other bag. You're a Dendowar's tent? Who the hell's Nura Dendowar? Probably can raid Tiraved's tent too. What's this? Oh, Darian! There you are, dashing troublemaker. Flash yourself such an our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Very soon you will depart your escape from horrible rational struggle, vainly fall asleep, and snoring shoulders, but really freezing cold, and have to look upon dour faces of self-righteous fakes. Breaks before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. I have a journey ahead of me too. I just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef, and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. And suddenly adds in more saying, you know, I'm genuinely sad to see you go. If it sounds like a mockery, forgive me, but I cannot switch off my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together, but of course, not under these conditions. Let the Crusaders and demons have at each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. Stay. Who in his right mind would trade a luxurious and carefree life for this crusade? Wait till the army departs. I do love a good sundown, especially when it is I who is staying and someone else is heading off to meet the dreary and hopeless end. Only one good route of Paris life, blah 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 blah. Okay. I have no idea why I had to talk to him, but I guess I did. There's courtesans. Yeah, that sounds like Darien. Courtesans to the left of me, courtesans to the right of me. Alright, where am I up here? What the heck is that? Well, let's go over here. Yeah, what's that? That's the actors I saved. Should we go talk to them? What time we got? We're 16 minutes in, we got time to talk to them, right? What are they doing here? Good afternoon, your commanderness. Do you remember us? We're the crew from the Next Door Theater Company, the one you saved in Conevers. Saved? Yeah. Back when you weren't your commanderness then. As you can see, we've come to the campaign with you. We signed up to clean pots and mend soldiers' clothes. Keeping up with the theater is expensive, so we all have to take side jobs. But we won't stop what we're doing. We're going to put on a play about your legendary feats. Of course, the crowd scenes are difficult. We can't find the people to play the hordes of demons. We decided against the ritual to summon real demons. Luckily, we have Master Kem. How do you say that? Kem? He's invented a way to solve this problem using sound. We caught a pig and some piglets who ran away from a burned-out village. They call them in Husky half-orc moles. We put the piglets in a box and scare them a little, and they make us just like an approaching demon horde. Our question is, of course, choosing the lead actor who will play the great Knight Commander. We had to write Barney over it, breaking a number of lances as well as shovel, a rolling pin, and a set of back scratchers. We just couldn't decide no matter what. Maybe you can help us. We have two candidates that are most suited to the role. One will have the honor of conveying your heroism upon the stage. To be played by a gnome? Not a gnome, two gnomes. Rubbledum and Hierophant are twins. One of them sits on the other's shoulders and puts on a long coat so they can play tall characters. They switch places every so often, so each gets their moment of fame, and that way they only have to learn half the script. Each have to only learn half of the script. Okay. A Cyclops actor? He's completely tame, believe me. He has a few gestures with articulation, but what a powerful physique. We'll make him a nice costume, wash him up, brush his hair. Truth be told, he doesn't have any hair. In our show, you mainly just make short heroic exclamations at the fateful moment, like onward or we'll never give up, or my heart burns with courage. Lime can definitely handle the script. Well, fully funded here, we only have a few actors, but they're all so talented, one of a kind. I've chosen the ones that are best fit for your role. Trust my vision, I have more than a few successful plays under my belt. Alright. Well, I want. So, I could just let her decide. I'll choose the Cyclops just because I had to beat up Cyclops in the last in Pathfinder Kingmaker, so. We're off to her. Okay. That was just plain weird. Look at the stuff they come up with. I don't see any other bags. There's the field medic. Where's this quartermaster? Oh, there's somebody named Horgus Gwyrm. Let's talk to Horgus. I shall not detain you. We can talk later after our sovereign departs. are attacking the barrels that are supposed to be filled with corned beef? I demand answers. Will Sir Garms, the camp quartermaster at your service. How may I be of help? Tell me about yourself. Da-da-da-da. Okay. You can pause and read all this. I got the feeling you need to go home. This is what I say. Sergeant, I decided you'd be better fit to fight about it. You take care of it. Okay. What are your duties? A little bit of everything. What's an officer to a soldier? Strict father. So what does my quartermaster like myself? Like their mom. That's what. I make sure the lads have everything they need to defeat the enemy and come back from battle in one piece. That means food, firewood, medicine, tents, mended clothes, fixed weapons. Horses have to get fed and watered. The camp's got to be fortified by the evening and broken up by the morning. Make sure the wages are paid on time and the wagon wheels don't squeak. And when there are the reports. Gods, until you asked, I never realized how many duties I actually had. Oh, the soldiers think. They mostly tell tales about your news. Sorry, talking about you as a person too. Soldiers are always like that. Self-centered, you bet they jabber about how she grips her sword and how good she looks in her armor. Means that you're a tough fighter, a true warrior. That's the best kind of commander, one who knows the weight of a blade in a long fight. Alright. Okay, he's got stuff? Oh, he's got stuff! Okay. He doesn't have anything there. Doesn't have anything there. None of that. Few magic trinkets. Oh, 10,000. 10,000. Why? Why is it 10,000 for a +1 amulet? Oh no, that's mine. Amulet of Jousting is over in the white. I'm reading my own. The wearer of this amulet declares a knight's challenge against +3 damage bonus against the challenged enemy. Okay, well, I don't have 10,000 to buy this. +2 competence bonus, Stormcast attack and damage rolls. What? Against flying enemies. Okay, I must be going to be running into flying enemies. Lesser Gloves of Dueling. I never found these unless you have weapon training. Ring of Protection, +2. Okay, well, that's 8,000, but I don't have 8,000. But I do. How much can I get for all this junk I've picked up? I can get 8,000. And then there's going to be some magic weapons that probably I'm not going to need to get. What are these? Cold Iron Masterwork. Well, I have to see if I'm going to pick up any more companions here after I get done talking with the Queen. But yeah, there's... Oh, I can just get rid of this one. That's a Cold Iron. It's not a Masterwork. Cold Iron Masterwork ones I'll keep my hands on for the moment. Okay, somebody I suddenly pick up can use these things. I get rid of those two. And I'll get rid of that one. Alright, well that's 9,000, so I got 10,000 now. What you got for weapons? Okay, none of that stuff can I afford. I can pick up some +2s. That's about it. Okay, do I have any +1 cold irons? He doesn't have any +1 cold irons. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So there's a few bits of pieces. Oh, a damn it full plate! I can't afford any of that. Mithril chain shirt. Class 6. I'm in Living Ram, which, although it has a -3 armor check penalty, does let me do an extra d6 damage, and they have to pass a reflex saving throw or they fall down. So I'll have to check my companions on that. Alright, well, I got stuff. I got somebody to sell stuff. I didn't find anybody that was dealing with, don't have any potions makers here, it looks like. Alright, so what am I in the journal? I've done all that, so I guess I have to go talk to the queen. And that would be up here, I guess. Arguing with the quartermaster. Alright, where did I go? Okay, I guess I go talk to the queen. She's supposed to be in here, so we'll go talk to the queen.
I can handle it.
I know what's going on. Alright, who's that? Mentor Hawkblade. Nura. Oh, that's Nura. Okay, let's go talk to the queen. Can we talk to the queen? Lan, come, we must talk to the queen. Queen greets you with a stare. She has dropped the pompous air with which she just announced the Fifth Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendham appears calm and thoughtful. She has made her move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds.
Oh dear. That's the equivalent of kingdom management from Pathfinder Kingmaker.
I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dren, our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons.
Okay.
The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation.
Ooh. Okay.
A
Can I carry it
forced
around
march
with
to
me?
Dren awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik.
Okay.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
Okay.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now, but I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
That sounds like another quest coming.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons. I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it.
Is she gonna become a companion? Am I gonna have another Lindsay?
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
Okay, and it's gonna be another quest. I think he's a companion.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, will you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too. Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme, and beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it.
And so are the game designers, which was a bad idea because I'm not.
However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the Crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could
didn't I
better
get
fit the
to-
role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dren fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again? I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual Celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first wardstone in Canopris, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts. But my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess, after all, not to question her works.
Well, that's not necessarily true, but okay.
Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the wardstone in Canopris, and were able to save this gift of Iomede. It was a deed worthy of a knight commander of the Fifth Crusade. Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Well, I gave up the A on Mythic Path, so I can't choose that one. Let's try it.
So I hear a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack.
Is
They
that
would
what we
stop
want?
at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev.
But if they all come to us, then we can stand in prepared defenses and just chop them up as they come. You know, first rank fire, second rank fire, third rank fire. Right? Just like in the movie Zulu? For those of you that aren't old enough to know that, go look it up on YouTube and or Netflix or wherever you get your movies from these days. It was a rather interesting movie.
But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito.
Okay.
Until we approach Dren, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions? Of course. I shall answer. Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Irabeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like to be called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dren. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dren, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead. We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demon's plans in Canabris. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dren. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Canabris. We must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to the Abyss across the territory we call the World Wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed.
Okay.
The World Wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the World Wound was opened.
Okay.
The main rift lies through the city of Iz and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far
pause and read
and
this.
gain a foothold to allow the mages to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dren, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold, the very threshold of the Abyss.
Okay.
Wonderful. Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
Okay.
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
A rather frivolous gesture for a queen is what I probably should say, but I'm just going to say it's a great idea, forcing him to stay with me.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Canabris has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dren. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. all of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
No, he isn't.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Okay. Hoi! Alright, Anevia's here. Well, I'm at 40 minutes, so I'm going to put a cut in here. That was amusing. So I've done a running around the camp. I got to go run around the camp for a few more people, and then maybe we can go do... We've got Sella's buddy. We got to go to that camp. And a couple of these other people sound like they're going to be giving me quests right away. Plus, we got to figure out how to do the army thing. So, I got to recruit an army or something. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I guess they'll tell me how somewhere. Don't see any buttons down here about doing army stuff. Oh, I've got chests up here too. So I've got some stuff to loot. There's my commander's chest. Alright, so, if you'd like to see a thumbs up button you really like to see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notify bell to be notified when I upload videos and or schedule streams. I'm Dren608, and until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.